What's up everyone, this is CyberKnight8610, and today we have another top 10 list for you guys. In this top 10 list, we're trying out a different style for this video, so hope you guys will enjoy and tell me what you liked about this new style and even ways to improve it even further, because I'm hoping to step it up a little bit more and try to produce even better quality videos for you guys. Alright, so yeah, first off, for this top 10 list video, we're going to be doing my top 10 favorite number cards. Now for Yugioh though, I know there's a lot of people that love it, a lot of people who hate it, but there's one thing we have to all agree on is that number cards were an awesome idea for the series. You can collect them, a bunch of them are greatly useful, and they all have like different ideas around them, which I've always found fascinating. It's sort of an archetype because they all include numbers, yet they're so vastly different, they can be used in so many different decks, it's pretty amazing. So for this video, I want to talk about my top 10 favorite number cards, and why they're my favorites. There's different reasons too, like artwork, can be usability, and stuff like that. So I hope you guys will sit back and enjoy. Number 10. Number 10, Illumina. Yes, I know, number 10 is number 10. I did not mean for that to happen, it just kind of worked out that way, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I don't really know. Illumina's always been one of my favorites for, well, obvious reasons. I can't deny it. It looks really similar to my logo that I've been using for forever, always having a knight, in the logo. And, I don't know, I've always really liked the card just basically for that reason. The artwork's just really cool, and the effect is kind of lacking. Also needing 3 level 4 monsters to bring it out. Why do they have to hurt me like this? Come on, why does it have to be such a pain to use this card? It's a card that I would really love to see a Chaos version to, but is really unlikely seeing as it's only been in a few episodes, I believe, even in the anime, which is pretty unfortunate. I guess I got an evil version of the card, but I doubt that will ever be printed. It also really looks similar to Phantom Lord Heartearth, which was also on my playmat, so maybe one of these days we'll see Heartearth? I hope so. But yeah, it had to be on this list. You probably thought it would be higher up on this list because it was a night card, but number 10 actually really does suit this card, ironically. Number 9. Number 34, Terabyte. Yes, I know, yet again, it's kind of like Illumina. It's this thing where it's more about the artwork and the design idea is what I like more about this number card. I work on computer stuff here and there. I do a lot of web design stuff for my other job. So, one that's actually like a flash drive, a terabyte, I mean, come on, that's pretty cool. I always wish this card had a better effect and stuff. I didn't really mind its stats, and maybe if it was 2 level 3 monsters instead of 3, this card would be way more usable. The color scheme and everything is just freaking awesome. I mean, it's mainly because of the artwork on this card, and it's even had 2 different artworks for this card, which I always thought was a cool thing as well. I would hope that in the future we're going to see more alternate artworks of other cards too. So yeah, mainly artwork just like Illumina, but the ideas and everything is just pretty awesome for this card. Number 8. Number 72, Lion Monster Chariot Hisha, or Haisha. I never really understood how you say this card's name anyway. Yes, this one is actually a Japanese number card that has not been printed over here in the TCG yet. It won't be too much longer, I think it'll be later this year actually, when we actually see this card. Again, it's kind of more of an artwork thing, but the idea of this has always been really cool. It's actually based off shogi, which is, I guess, like Japanese chess is the best way to explain it. I think there's some bigger differences than that, but yeah, I guess that's the best explanation I can really give. I like this card a lot. I mean, the design's always really cool, and I like board games like that too. Like, I've never played shogi, but I played some chess. I know how the pieces move, but for the life of me, I can never win a game. So, more cards that are based off this is pretty cool, and it also has a little bit more of this idea of like this, the column effect. We've seen some of that in other Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetypes where they would, attack monsters only in certain columns on the field and stuff, and I always thought that was an interesting mechanic, and something that I hope to see more of in the future. Number 7. Number 92, Heartearth Dragon. This card, of course, is probably more of the most threatening number cards out there. It actually has a very scary effect, and it's not so much on here because of the artwork like the other ones. Our first cards were mainly because like artwork and stuff and the ideas they brought to the table. This is more because this actually seems like more of a threat. It is an actual, one of the villains used it, and it does have that role of being like a boss monster. It's a threatening card when it's on the field. There's actually some OTKs and stuff based on this card as well. It's something that I'm wanting to try out more and maybe even do some duels on that as well. This card, though, first off, I like it because it's just a cool looking dragon. Of course, I'm a sucker for dragons, just like I am knight cards. And another cool thing about it is that it does have my birthday in it. You know, being 92, that's when I was born as well, so I gotta show this card love just for that reason alone. An awesome card. I mean, it's a black dragon, reminds me kind of like the black Charizard, and it just looks really awesome. Plain and simple, and has a scary effect to boot. Number 6. Number 62, Galaxyeyes Prime Photon Dragon. Yes, this card hadn't even been released in the OCG yet. They're gonna get it actually within a few days. I had to have this card on the list. I've been enjoying using this. It is great support for Photon's Galaxies. One of my favorite archetypes. Actually, I would consider that my favorite archetype of Zell, the more I think about it. Galaxyeyes Photon Dragon's always been one of my favorites anyway, and then bring it into a number card, one that can reach 8,000 attack? Yeah, sign me up. I mean, that's freaking awesome. The artwork, I'm a sucker for artwork too. I gotta say, you guys know that. I always am talking about different artwork of cards, but come on, it is freaking amazing looking. I can't wait for this card to be in English as well to be able to use it. And hoping that maybe it'll be in a 10 or something when it does get released. But yeah, supposedly the true form of Galaxyeyes Photon Dragon, and it gave it really just an excellent effect, kind of even similar to Stardust in the way as it can come back, and it really helps Galaxies and Photons. It gives them a proper boss monster, even further beyond what Neo Galaxyeyes Photon Dragon could do. I gotta say, I am really excited about this card and can't wait for Primal Origin. Number 5. Number 39, Utopia, or Hope if you prefer to call it that. Of course this card has to be on the list. Don't act like it shouldn't be. It's a card that's always needed to be reprinted too, right? It's trying to go after Cyber Dragon being the most reprinted card, I gotta say. What's really nice too is that this card, it's one of the first XC monsters we've had, and yet it's still very usable. It's a very viable card, very good choice, because you can use it with like Honest. Plus, it has a great attack to this 500, you know, just like any main character's monster, I guess, will have. And also, its effect is really nice. It can save you from 2 different attacks easily. You know, even if they do have a monster strong enough to get over that attack, you can still protect yourself with it. And I gotta say, too, I really like how he has this kind of Transformer kind of thing going on with him, because there's all kinds of different forms to this guy. You know, he gets stronger and stronger. There's, you know, V, Victory, you know, just so many different forms, even Shining. And I gotta say, that's pretty awesome. You know, you could just collect the different Utopia forms alone, and they're all pretty viable themselves. We don't really even have a bad Utopia form. That's why this card has to be at this spot on the list. Number 4. Number 61, Volcanosaurus. This card could be on this list, let alone for just the artwork. I mean, it just looks like a thread and one heck of a beast. I gotta say, too, I am loving seeing all these dinosaur cards as being powerful XC monsters. In the past, we see some dinosaur support cards, and they weren't really anything. I mean, even the structure deck was really lackluster, if you think about it. I think that was actually one of the worst structure decks, and I hate saying that because I like dinosaurs. This card I remember whining so much about because I wanted it to come out over here for the TCG. I remember even making a video about it, and I think actually it was a week or a month later, it wasn't too much later, that it was actually announced for us, and it just made me so happy to see this card and Freezer Dawn get brought over here. So yeah, still a great, viable option, does a lot of damage to people, and just like it looks in the picture, it is a threat. It has a great effect, and even back then to even nowadays, it is one of the best rank 5 XC monsters. Number 3. Number 32, Shark Drake. Yes, this card also had to be on the list. It's kind of like Utopia. I couldn't do the list without having this card on it. It's always been one of my favorites, and it's kind of one of the older number cards too, and it's still a pretty cool option. We don't see too many XC monsters that require 3 level 4 monsters to XC summon into these days. I mean, it was mainly Shockmaster, I guess, is the only one we see, but Shark Drake's always been a good option as well. It even got a Chaos version to it, which, I gotta say, looks freaking awesome, even today. This has always just been one of my favorites, personal favorites. It has a great effect, and one heck of an annoying effect, too. I know not many people run this card, but when they do, and you happen to run into it, and you're not expecting it, you remember that this card is actually a threat. It is nothing just to laugh at. It might be harder to bring out, but if they're able to do it, yeah, you actually have something to worry about then. And I'm not even talking about its Chaos form. Number 2. Number 11, Big Eye. Now, I debated on even having this card on the list. I honestly have always liked this card, even before Dragon Rulers abused the crap out of it. I just like whatever the heck it is. I don't even know what it's really supposed to be. I mean, it's like Saturn, but it's needle, like with the ring around it. I don't really know. It's just a cool idea. I've always liked the idea of this card, and whenever Dragon Rulers came out, I think everyone else realized how this card's a real threat too. I remember it being, you know, under $10, and all of a sudden, just overnight, it seemed like going to 70 and then 100. It's always been one of my favorites, so I had to put it on this list. And it goes without saying that it is one of the best number cards. It's probably one of the most used number cards as well. It's seen the most tournament play. Yeah, the artworks, I just really like the effect. Of course, that goes without saying how strong it is. And the attack, not bad. 2,600, I mean, that's stronger than most cards you're going to see out there. So, yeah, and if there is something stronger, you take it away from them. So, I gotta say, awesome card, and it has to be on the list. Number 1. Number 7, Lucky Straight. Now, you probably thought Illumina would be my first choice. I know a lot of you were probably thinking that before you clicked on this video. It had to be number 7. The idea of this card is just perfect. The only thing that hurts this card is that its playability. To me, I don't know. I felt more like the idea of this card outweighed that. It being, of course, number 7, it's based around casino games, being based around luck. I mean, that's how, you know, the artwork's based on all kinds of different casino games. Then the effect is based off of, like, dice rolls and getting 7s, and then, you know, its attack is 7/7. You know, it's just all of that. I've always felt like this card was probably the most thought-out number card. Sometimes some of the other cards kind of seem like an afterthought, like, okay, we have to make a number, what do we do? Okay, here you go. This one I felt like was really thought out well. The idea was just almost perfect. Seeing it even summoned at Worlds, in Vegas of all places, the perfect place to use this card. It was just freaking awesome. I mean, for me, most of the time, when I was watching Worlds, it was kind of boring, you know, on the live stream, because you were seeing a lot of the same stuff. Of course, you know, they would go for Big Eye, you know, number 11 Big Eye, and stuff like that. But you actually saw number 7, and I gotta say, that was the most enjoyable part of that live stream. Seeing an actual different card, seeing this card get a chance, and it actually working out very well. So, it's a no-brainer for me. It has to be number 1 on this list. So yeah, that was my top 10 list of my favorite number cards. What's your list? Do you agree with some of my decisions, or do you disagree? Tell me what you guys think, of course, in the comments. Remember, this is my list. This is how I feel, whether it be, like I said, I pretty much explained my reasons for each one. But yeah, I want to know what you guys feel. I mean, everyone has, I guess, their own favorite card anyway, so I'm sure we're going to see a lot of different lists. Also, what other top 10 lists should we do in the future? I have a few ideas, but I want to know what you guys think on that. Also, if you are new to my channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that button. Please subscribe. We'd love to have you watching videos, do a lot of openings and stuff too. And hitting that like button helps out a lot as well. As always, though, thank you for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this new format. And tell me if we should improve anything, or what you enjoyed the most about it and stuff too. I want some feedback on this. That way I can improve and, you know, and make the videos you guys deserve to see. As always, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys later. See ya.